Yes, sir. Back in Portland now.
How's that?
It's good. It's good. I'm living with three of my other teammates, and actually got another house right next door of some teammates too.
Oh, it's like the baseball house, huh?
Yeah, it is. It is.
Dang. Hey, you're lucky, bro, because I was at work earlier today, and it's usually outside most of the time.
Oh, okay.
And bro, let me tell you, this air quality down here is insane.
Yeah, it's not good. We got it. We got it. As you know, it's shitty that it rains all the time.
Right.
And it's cloudy, but no, it's pretty clear all the time, and the air is nice. I
At
can.
least,
I
at
got some.
least.
I got asthma, so I gotta get some good air from me.
Right. Well, you know how it is. You're from Fresno. You know how it all goes down. But dealing with the rain and stuff, do you guys still like practice? Is it harder to practice and stuff or not?
We're not practicing right now because of the COVID protocol. So everybody just got back. What
Right.
is it? What's today? Jan 17th.
Yeah.
So everybody got back on the 14th, and so we have to quarantine for about a week, and then we'll start practicing on Thursday.
But you guys are scheduled to play. Like you guys have a full season, right?
Yeah, we're scheduled to play on February 19th. I don't think that's going to happen, but we'll see. I don't know. We'll see how college baseball ends up. I don't think most of the what's it called, minor leaguers are playing right now either. So
Yeah. I
I
was
think it's
talking.
MLB.
Right.
I talked to Davion, but he's going back down to Miami right now, I think.
Is he really? I know they cut down a bunch on the minor league players, and the drafting is going to be a little bit more difficult because I have a buddy up in Chico, Christian Scott. He's pumping like 95 to like 97,
Mm-hmm.
and one of the scouts or whatever told him, they're like, hey, like if we didn't have this whole COVID deal going on, like it messed up the whole draft. It's harder for people to get in.
Yep.
Um, you'd be like one of the top rounds for sure, but it's stuff like that, like with COVID, that messes everything up for everyone's future.
Yeah,
But
it sucks. It sucks for sure. As long as I always say that it sucks, but also everybody's going through the same thing.
right,
So it could be a lot worse if it was just you, but that's not the case right now. So
absolutely right.
gotta make the most of it.
True. All right, Chef. For the people that don't know you, I had the opportunity to play you in high school,
Yep.
and a little bit before. No, just high school, I'd say. I actually played for your dad on one of the summer ball teams going into my junior sophomore year. But for the people that don't know you, just give them a little background about who you are, what you're about, all that good stuff.
Fresno, California, rare breed, like Jalen Johnson would say. And yeah, man, I just love the 559 and all the talent we got. We actually got another UP pilot from Fresno. He's a really good cross country runner. His name's Everett. But the 559 is where I'm from, and went to Clovis West High School, and then from high school went straight to Portland with a baseball scholarship, academic scholarship as well, and been playing here for the last 3.5 years now. We're about to be on the last half. About to finish out with a marketing degree and a fine arts minor.
There you go.
Yes,
That's what I
sir.
like to hear.
Yes,
Is
sir.
it your last year? Are you senior year right now?
Last year, I'm a senior right now, so we're about to finish it out. Yeah, it's been a long journey. Other people say it went by fast, but now it's pretty slow for me.
Right.
Yeah.
Now, a lot of people, I mean, I don't know if you just picked this hobby up or, you're an artist. Like, you're a true, legit, like, artist. You want to elaborate on that?
Yeah, I mean, I think I've always loved art, but like we were talking about at the beginning, it's like what you make of this time that we have in COVID. And the first time that COVID hit, when we went on like complete lockdown, I was like, I'm not gonna do nothing. You know what I'm saying? So I always loved art. Got some canvases, and usually I do stuff on really big canvases. I'm about to do some smaller stuff now.
Right.
But did a piece of some AJ1s, did a Roddy Rich piece, and then I was like, yo, let me just put them out on Instagram, see what people like. And people were loved them. I was like, wow, I never had this many likes on Instagram. I was like, man, better keep going with it. And so, combining my art and my business degree, I put together a website from scratch. We learned how to do that at school, and I came up with all the marketing and the design for the website and stuff like that. Put it out and started selling my product. Yeah,
That's right, dude. But a lot of people can't just pick up a pencil or whatever and a paintbrush and just start going at it. I mean, it's
yeah. I
was
mean,
it
no,
just like a secret talent that you had that you just found
no,
out?
yeah. I've always been able to draw and paint, but you know how sports go. Like
Right,
sports always kind of take over um, your time, and
right,
so I would do it as a hobby. Wouldn't really tell nobody. I mean, people close to my friends, they knew I could draw and stuff like that, but I never really like put it out there. Um,
right.
so that's why I was big. The first piece that I put out, it got a really nice reaction, so that was good to hear. And so I was like, well, I might as well, try to see where
Just
it
keep
goes.
it pushing.
Yeah, bro, college student needs some money.
Hey, but with baseball, like now it's about to start up. Like, how are you gonna manage doing your artwork and baseball as well? Because, like you said, baseball. I mean, we both know. It's time consuming. It's 24/7, especially
Yeah,
travel on the road, dealing with homework as well. How are
yeah.
you gonna keep that pushing?
I don't know. I think part of it's working on different size scales. So usually I paint on like really big stuff. Like the first painting I did was 36 by 48,
Wow.
which would cover up probably like this big old wall I got right here. But now I'm doing stuff like on a 16 by 20, so smaller, a little bit faster. May get into some like digital drawing where I can take my computer everywhere I go and some stuff like that. But um, I don't know. It's going to be interesting because obviously I didn't factor that part in. You know what I'm saying? I was always just like, oh, I'm just going to do it over quarantine.
Right,
But we can see where it goes from here.
right. Do you find doing your artwork therapeutic?
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
Yeah.
I think my sophomore year, I was having a tough time, at the plate and on the field and stuff like that, getting used to being away from home. And so painting was a way for me to just kind of get all that stuff off my back. That's when I did the rose piece.
Right.
Um, Tupac had a poem called "The Rose That Grew from Concrete,"
Right.
and so
Okay.
I used that one. And so that was kind of the theme, though. You're going through this hard time. You know, the concrete is the obstacle. But how are you gonna sprout from that? So yeah,
For those that are that are dealing with depression, mental illnesses, etc. Do you think artwork can help them with their issues?
yeah. I
Mental
think
issues?
I think artwork for sure, but it's more so what everybody has a gift, and it can be something as minuscule as just reading, writing, something super small, doing a puzzle. I don't know, you can do a puzzle real fast, doing a Rubik's cube. It doesn't matter. Everybody has something they can do. But as long as you invest some of that time in your hobby that you have, just figure out what it is. And it may not always be, the main thing that you do. Like for me, baseball isn't that therapeutic, but I still love the game. That doesn't mean it's therapeutic
Right.
for me. So I chose my thing is art. That doesn't mean your thing will be art. That doesn't mean it can't be art. But somebody always has something. I would just say to find that something and to do it, here and there when you can.
Absolutely right. Do you find or do you see yourself in the future becoming like a legit like you are a legit artist, but like selling tons of your artwork, hooking up with like famous people, collabing, all that, like giving your paintings to famous people?
Yeah, I'm thinking about it. I don't know. I don't want to be. I'm still trying to figure out who I want to be as an artist.
Right.
And I think I was talking to my mom. I was tripping. I was like, "Yo, like I see all these artists like got all this stuff out and stuff like that." And she was like, "Travis, you're 21."
Right.
I'm like, "Yeah, damn, like for real." So I right now I'm just trying to figure out my lane. So in the coming weeks or months, y'all may see me just doing like a whole bunch of different stuff. But that's just me trying to figure out my lane and where I want to go with art. Um,
Right.
but I would say like I'm never gonna solely depend on art because it is hard to make it as an artist. You either make it or you don't. And so I'm gonna use the great education I got already, get me a decent job whenever that comes about. I'm still playing ball, and then do my art on the side. But art can always, kick off at some time.
Right.
And so, but until that time comes, you always got to have something that'll keep you sustained.
Right. Now, do you just use Instagram as your platform to show or to advertise your artwork? Yeah. Have you ever thought
Yeah,
about
yeah.
using TikTok?
I solely use Instagram. I'm actually starting a new TikTok video right now. I feel like TikTok. I don't know. At the beginning, I was like TikTok, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's a little suspect, but my guy Jay Spanks and Fraser,
Jay Spank, shout
yeah,
out.
they kind of they're inspiring me to get out there. Um, so yeah, I think it'd be the best idea just because of the reach that you can have in such a small amount of time.
Right.
Um, but that just comes back to having a bunch of product out. So at the same time, I want to have a lot of product out, but I don't want it to be just anything.
Right.
A lot of people can paint. A lot of people can just take an image and illustrate it, but that's not really what I'm about. I know I have the talent to do that, but there always needs to be a greater message behind what you're painting. So for me, instead of just painting Roddy Ricch, I painted him in a suit. I put "Make America Rich" behind using Trump's wishy-washy slogan to try to do that as a play on words. So that's what art is to me. So I'm not gonna just. It takes time for me to do my art, which is fine. Especially since I'm younger, I don't have to spit out tons and tons of art to try to catch up. So right now, I'm just trying to build that platform I got right now.
Right. That's what's up, Trav. Do you have any of your artwork that you can show right now?
I
Maybe
took
a couple
most of it.
pieces or so.
I took most of it home, but I do have this one right here. I did this one in about a day.
Dang.
Yeah,
Hey, that's some mad talent, bro. I'm telling you.
I did this one in about a day, and then my Jordan piece. Oh, there's a poster right here. Let's see if I can take it out. But then I'm doing I don't know if you've seen, but on Instagram I put a story up. I'm possibly gonna do something like this.
I didn't see that one yet. Dang, that'd be hard.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. I've been requested to do it, but like anything, I'm not just trying to do it for the clout. Like I'm trying to do it to pay my respects to him,
Right.
and solely to
There's a meaning behind your artwork.
There's got to be a meaning behind it. So this is a print. These are all prints of the stuff I do. Ooh, can you see it already?
That's perfect. Bring it over more in the middle. That's money, bro. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
That's some dummy talent right there, bro.
I do prints of all my stuff, little posters, and but there's a whole bunch more to come. That's just like, that's just the beginning. I only done like three or four things. Did a couple commissions for some people.
Right.
Back home, they loved it. So, but I'll send you some more pictures. Maybe you can kind of put it in with the.
That's what I'm gonna. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do for sure.
Yeah.
Has anyone like major kind of like reached out to you and like wanted to contract something up?
Not necessarily, not yet. I had a company called Eat Mezcla that is based in New York. They're like a protein bar company. They that was like my first collaboration. And I sent them like a piece of mine. They have like Artist of the Week or something like that. For their company because they combine art and protein bars and stuff like that. So pretty cool. But no, I've been kind of just relaxing, recovering. That's another thing. So recently I had a knee surgery, and so I think you see me when we were in the little area.
Right.
I had my crutches up, but yeah, so that's been another thing I had to overcome in 2020. So
How's that? How are you been dealing with that?
it's good. I'm walking around now. Just trying to get back to the strength training part of it. Um, but yeah, super blessed. Um, it's a tough time to do it, but also the best of times to do it.
Right.
We don't know what's going to happen right now, and so um, God put this in my path, and so
Let it all play out.
yeah, it's going to play
He's got
out
a
just
plan.
fine. It's going to play out just fine, and everything happens for a reason. I'm
Absolutely right.
So
Yes, sir.
God's got me through this process, and everything's going to be all right.
Yeah, that's right, Trav. Hey, Trav. I was thinking about this the other day. Colin Kaepernick, a couple of years ago, he's standing up for his people of what's been going on in the world today. He's been obviously doing the kneeling during the anthem, and then people are looking at him sideways. But now you see more of it, people kneeling, and it's becoming more accepted. I feel like the NFL kind of like bashed Kaepernick because he's also tried out for many teams and they're not accepting him. And Kaepernick's a beast, whether you're a Niner fan or not. How do you feel about that?
I think with anything, I think a lot of black males get misconstrued for what they're trying to do or what they're trying to say. And so, on the one hand, when you got to have a clearer message, you also need to understand where it's coming from.
Right.
So I think UP's doing a really good job. We're having these pilot talks.
Okay.
Basically, it's athlete activism, and some of our administration are coming together to try to help our little group that we have. So our group is the student athletes on campus, pretty much.
Right.
And so we're trying to help our student athletes understand what's going on, because if you know anything about Portland, I think it's like one of the whitest states in America. And so, but they're also very, very woke, and they understand what's going on in the world. We had, a lot of the protests here.
Mm-hmm.
We did have a lot of the riots, but the riots and Black Lives Matter protest people were not, a part of the same group. And so those things get misconstrued, like Colin Kaepernick. And so while he was kneeling because he thought it was unjust of what his people were going through, people saw that as him disrespecting the flag and disrespecting our troops. And that had nothing to do with the case. And so I applaud him for, being brave and taking on that.
Oh yeah.
For us.
All right. What's your views on police brutality?
Well, I think it's not a view. I think it's wrong.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's hard to. I have many friends whose family members' parents are policemen and women, and it's a tough job. But finding a way to come eye to eye, and figure out a way to go about being better on both sides, especially their side. We'll always try to strive for that. But I still haven't even watched. I watched a little bit of George Floyd's scene that was captured when he was murdered. That's just how hard it was for me to watch, So when I see stuff like that, it's really hard.
All right. Now, I asked one of my other guests previously to this interview, his view. He has a TikTok. He's pretty well known on TikTok and a little bit of his Instagram. His name is Zazo. That's his username, and he just pretty much advertises the whole Black history about how it's not, it hasn't been established in the history books, etc., and all that. But he's a good dude. I was talking to him about black on black crime, and I posted it on my TikTok, and there's a lot of comments on there that I wasn't expecting,
Mm-hmm.
and it was pretty wild, I thought I'd get more support from that, especially what he was trying to preach. But a lot of people that aren't of color don't understand, you know, how it really is. You know what I mean?
Right.
But what's your views on black on black crime? Do you think it's a thing?
Well, I think people over highlight black on black crime when we have the most white on white crime. You know, we have school shootings every time, but those don't get they do get the same type of press, but at the same time, when we have a white person who shoots up a school or something like that, they're not being tackled to the ground like our black counterparts or anything like that. So it's definitely tough. I think anywhere you go, there's going to be killing and there's going to be violence. But our mission as a people, as human beings, is to try to eliminate that. And you can't fight evil with evil. You got to fight evil with love. And so, no matter what crime it is, we need to strive for better days as far as loving each other more instead of hating on each other.
Absolutely right. Hey Trav, what do you do on your free time now that you're up there and you have a week of
Yeah, man. So basically, I can't hit right now. I can go on my daily walks. That's about it. I can't really run. But free time, I mean, that's why I got this hobby. Like I'm just watching YouTube videos, trying to figure out new ways to paint digitally, or working on smaller canvases and stuff like that. Sadly, I don't have a piano here, but I play the piano also. And so when I'm back
the piano too?
oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah.
What? I didn't know that.
Oh yeah, you got to do more. You got to do more. So actually, in the KC24 news story they did on me, they showed a little clip of me playing the piano. But yeah, my parents wanted me to do something. Everybody in my family does something besides playing sports.
Big Trav does it all. He's a musician, artist, and he's an athlete.
Oh yeah.
Hey, it'd be kind of dope if you got picked up on a team and you did your whole piano deal and
we're gonna see. We're gonna see. We're gonna see.
You trying to get picked up?
Yeah, we'll see, man. It's I think yeah, I just have a greater appreciation for the game now, because it can get taken away from you like that. Everybody's seen that now because of COVID. But some people are still able to play. I'm not able to play right now. I'm still getting back to, that ability and that recovering process. But the appreciation to play the game has soared for me. So I can't wait to get back. Can't wait to get out in the field with my teammates and stuff like that. So we'll see, man.
Hey, Trav, do you have any advice for those that look up to you, especially the youth? Being an athlete, an artist, musician, all that. Do you have any advice for those that want to be just like you? I'd say.
I think don't try to be just like me. Don't try to be just like everyone or everyone else. Just try to be you. You know what I'm saying? So, there's a lot of things that you can probably do, and I would say to not just stick to one. I think the greatest thing that you can do to yourself that'll harm you is trying to stick to one thing. Don't put all your eggs in one basket, especially right now. Like when you were growing up, you didn't just play one sport, or you didn't just try to figure out one thing that you're good at. You kind of diversified yourself. Don't be stupid if you can't swing the bat. Maybe you should go play golf or something like that. You know what I'm saying? So just don't put yourself in a hole. Obviously, stay in the books. There's nothing better than getting a good education. But yeah, stay off the video games. Don't play too many video games. I stayed up last night playing too many video games. Yeah. But have fun. Always have fun. And be smart. Because your life can switch up real quick by one bad decision. So always think it through. Talk to your buddies about it. I always talk to my friends about the stuff I'm doing, if it's a good idea or not. I'm about to put out a new piece with Pop Smoke And usually when I paint portraits and stuff like that, I have a saying behind the artist. So Roddy Ricch, I had Make America Rich, right? Or I had I'm a 2020 president candidate. I had that behind him. So for Pop Smoke, I was about to put the Woo. Well, the Woo is, if you guys didn't know, the Woo is a gang in Brooklyn. And so, my thing is like, do I want to represent that? Am I trying, like, what am I trying to do here? So that goes back to the art that I'm trying to produce. So you always got to think about what you're doing, ask your buddies. I still may do it, but, always have a plan so that when people ask you, you're like, oh, yeah, this is why I did it.
Right, absolutely. But hey, honestly, bro, I think that's a good idea that you put that on there, just because a lot of gangs, bro, like, yeah, there's violence, drug trade, whatever. But it's a family that most of them never had. You know what I mean? Believe it or not, but that's what they're labeled, like the Woo, whatever. You're on a baseball team. You're part of a family. You guys, you guys are all athletes and stuff. It's a family. It's a brotherhood. You know what I mean? I think it'd be cool to put it on there. So what? It is what it is.
Yeah.
That's what Pop, represented. Obviously, he put it out there. But yeah, I don't know.
That's good. Hey, see, that's what I'm saying. This is what happens when you talk to somebody about it. You get a different point of view. Yeah. So people, I talk to my brothers about it. I talk to my boys here at the house. I talk to my girl about it. She's gonna have her own views because she's she's different than I am. She's more liberal and different background. Right. But so that's what I'm saying. So I get another point of view, and then I can put that in when I'm talking. So I appreciate that though. That's good stuff.
I appreciate you, bro. Hey, how's your brother doing? Is he still doing the lifting and stuff? Is he like
yeah. So I got two brothers, one older, one younger. The youngest one is at Prairie View A&M. It's a HBCU in Texas.
Okay.
So I think he just went back, but he's loving it out there. I think he's a construction engineering major, something like that. He's trying to be smart on us. And then my older brother, he's in San Francisco, doing his lifting, and he's a trainer there at a tennis country club. So he's a little ritzy. Yeah, he's doing his thing, and everybody in the Turney families, well, healthy, and that's all we can ask for.
Nice. How's the mom and dad?
Chilling? Mom and dad doing well. Yep, they're about to retire. I think. They're getting there. I think my dad's about to retire in a couple of years, and then maybe do some construction stuff. Always got to make bread. You know what I'm saying? So
what's up?
Then my mom's trying to be a principal or something. So we'll see. Yeah.
That's what's up. I see them like here and there. Like, we live in the same.
Yeah.
And I'll drive by and I'll see them, but usually, they're working or whatever. But yeah, bro, that's about it. Big Trav.
Appreciate you, man.
I appreciate you for taking out your time. I know you're busy. You're
smart. Oh man, I be staying busy. I know I be hitting you up like, I can do it. I be so busy, but that's just because. No, that's good though. You want to stay busy because if you're not busy, that means you ain't doing nothing.
Right, absolutely right.
Just stay busy.
Any last words, Trav, before we head off? We're gonna do a part 2 for sure.
Okay, for sure. No last words. I would just say to love conquers all. So instead of dogging your boys, you can dog them for a little bit, but it better be out of love. You know what I'm saying? So
right.
We'll get through this time, for sure.